Hey y'all, I don't know if you're like me or not. Over the past few years, I've collected a ton of reels. One reason is I never used to oil them. I know they come with directions. Who does those? So anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run you through a basic tear down and oil that I do religiously anymore. It really prolongs the life of the reel, makes everything nice, smooth, castable, quiet. Handles don't start squeaking, stuff like that. So I'll run you through the basics of this, and you'll see how simple it really is. Don't make a collection like I got going. So what I'm going to run you through, I'll start off lose reel. They're all pretty basic. This is my chatterbait reel, so you know it gets a workout. The first thing you want to do, most of them have a button. You can just pop it out. Then you slide the reel side off. You can see they pop right back on. So I'm pulling the pin, sliding it. You can pull the piece off. You can see there's bearings inside there. I'll come back to this here in a minute. The spool piece itself, you can see it's starting to come down now during the way it's set. So what I do is I pull it out. I usually just grab the line with my thumb and hold on to it. So you have bearings inside the reel also. It's a nice little spot to hit. I'll show you how I oil that. I'll basically just put a drop or two inside, and then I'll slide this back in. Like I said, just hold the line with your thumb. You can ease it back in there without too much of a trouble. Hold it with your thumb. This other one, same thing. Drop or two of grease, or oil should I say. And then just pop it back into place. Same way you took it off. Now there's other parts on the reel you want to catch. You flip it over, you have your wind mechanism here. And as you can see, inside, this line winder moves back and forth. So you'll definitely want to hit inside them grooves. I'll usually just hold the reel up, give it a drop or two, let some line out, wind it. Let some line out and wind it. Do that a few times, get that oil all the way around. Then you got your handles. Every handle has a small hole. These are super small. I'll usually just give them a touch underneath. If you can get inside, fine. If not, I don't think I'm going to on these with this one. May need to find a small needle point or something to get inside there. So one of the other places you want to get is your thumb bar. Once you push the button, you'll see that there's a small hole on each side. If you can just put a drop in there, it's just going to help maintain everything. Everything's going to flow a lot better. I usually do this before every weekend. But as long as you're putting lubricant somewhere on that reel, you're going to be better off. Am I missing some spots? You can bet I am. I'm sure I am. And someone hopefully can comment and point that out to everybody. After that, setting your reel, a lot of guys have trouble with it. I usually set it, I have a 1/2 ounce chatterbait. I'll set it to where I can push the button and it just barely come out, as you can see. When you get better and better with it, you can loosen that up. This is your tensioner on this side. So basically on this side, you have your free spool brake. is what this is. I usually set it about halfway. You usually have a 0 to 10. I'll usually set mine about halfway and adjust from there. You know, the more familiar with these reels you get, depending on what bait you're throwing, how hard the wind is blowing, all of it is a big factor in this. So you'll want to keep your tensioner tight until you get used to it, which bait you're throwing. Some guys have a mess all the time, Andrew Buss. But a lot of times I could go a whole day, maybe have 1 or 2 small bird nests. And I'm trying to whip this thing constantly as hard as I can to make the farthest cast I can. One of the big things is this side brake. It's the free spool brake. Adjusting that, like I said, you can have your tensioner loose. You can set this high, and it's really going to slow down the free spool. So pay attention, adjust as needed. Yeah, so I hope this helps you out, guys. Don't be a real junkie like me and have a box full. Simple things make it a lot easier. We use them religiously. It's a great tool. Take care of it. It took me a lot of years before I started doing it. It's worth the time and effort. It doesn't take long. I can buzz through all of mine in, a half hour. So take your time, throw a little oil on them, catch some fish. We'll see you guys out there.